Established in 1966 on the site of a former World War II US Air Force base, the Lotus manufacturing facility in Hethel, England, is where our innovative designs come to life. Though a tremendous amount of high technology goes into every Lotus, each car is hand-built over a span of 3 days. Each component is hand-painted and hand-assembled. Unlike mass-produced cars coming off the competition's robotic assembly lines, at Lotus, each car receives over 100 labor-intensive man-hours of personal attention. The Lotus Elise, with its epoxy-bonded aluminum chassis, composite body panels and high-performance suspension and powertrain, is a design breakthrough that changed all the rules and set a new benchmark for modern sports cars.
The Lotus Change the Rules philosophy is fundamental to our whole approach to car design. Very often, a little lateral thinking, a bit of sideways thought will show a significantly better route. The aluminium chassis on the Elise being a classic example.
The aluminum chassis is the cornerstone of the modern Lotus. Made from 26 aluminum extrusions which are glued together with a heat-bonded epoxy, the resulting 154-pound chassis provides a safe and secure occupant cell and a super rigid frame on which to place the high-performance suspension.
The Lotus sticks to the road so well, mainly because of every aspect of the suspension system works in harmony together. If you think of a corner of the suspension as a series of springs, starting from the tyre, up through the road spring, the damper, the bushings, right up to the body structure itself as a series of springs. If one of those springs is very stiff or very hard, it will dominate everything else. With the Lotus, we blend all of those characteristics so that all of the rates of those complement each other, and therefore they all work in harmony together.
A fully independent high-performance suspension, utilizing unequal length double wishbones coupled with a Bilstein monotube damper and IBAC coaxial coil springs at each corner, maximize the car's dynamic response to driver input. Sharp communicative steering. Quick throttle response. Lightweight aluminum disc brakes, efficient aerodynamics, and the excellent grip attained with the custom-designed Yokohama tires all contribute to the award-winning ride and handling. We've partnered with Toyota to power the Elise and Exige with a 4-cylinder inline water-cooled naturally aspirated engine with double overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, multi-point sequential fuel injection and electronic ignition. Its combined fuel consumption is a welcomed 32.1 miles per gallon and far exceeds national emission standards.
It's a very high specific output, even in the Toyota products. It makes 105 horsepower per litre, which is outstanding. It has a lightweight all aluminium construction and it suits the characteristics of a Lotus. It's an exciting engine. It has a very large rev range and it just suits our vehicle very well.
All of the bodywork of the Elise is made of glass fibre and polyester resin composite materials, high pressure moulded to exact Lotus specifications. And because they're composites and not metal, there's no corrosion. Each panel is trimmed to shape using a computer-controlled water jet cutter to ensure a smooth and precise edge. The complex contoured shapes so iconic of the Elise and Exige models are both lightweight and robust, with a surface finish comparable to conventional pressed steel. The panels are positioned on dedicated trolleys so the cars can be painted without individual components being touched. The process is choreographed amongst 4 skilled painters and takes 15 minutes to paint each car by hand.
We have composite-bodied cars, so therefore we have to paint them differently to other manufacturers who use metal-bodied cars. We use water-based paints because we are very, very environmentally conscious here at Lotus. Those water-based paints, however, have a very high solid paint content in them. So in other words, we are able to have a water-based paint which gives an A1 class finish.
Lotus is committed to quality. So are the folks that make them. They're well trained, they're well motivated with good quality control processes in place. The people who assemble each Lotus are not just employees, they're car enthusiasts who are genuinely excited and interested in the cars they build. Lightweight design, hand-built performance. In the end, you've got one of the world's greatest sports cars.
I think a Lotus driver is someone who appreciates finesse, dynamic ability, and the willingness to continually learn in their own ability, and that their Lotus vehicle will continue to respond and reward them as their ability grows. There's something we engineer into the cars that you can be a novice driver, jumped out of a mainstream vehicle, and you'll enjoy your Lotus. You'll enjoy actually feeling part of that man-machine interface. Although you can take a race driver, put him in the same vehicle, and it will reward him for his greater level of skill. The car will always reward at whatever level your skill is at. So a Lotus driver is someone who continually will want to learn and increase his ability and explore the boundaries of his Lotus vehicle.